Mark Wilson here with another episode of Mark It Down. Last week I started a series of videos where I'm going to use the strokes gain calculation and help you practice your game using it. Last week we did the leapfrog drill to help you with your putting touch. This week we're going to talk about short putts. I've got a couple variations of the very famous clock drill. I think a lot of you have probably already used some variation of it. I've got a couple variations using strokes gain that are really going to help you, and I think you're really going to enjoy. Before I get to that, I want to talk about a website, golfrankingstats.com, that uses Mark Broadie's data and then actually kind of tries to assume a few things. So some of the stuff in there in terms of the charts that I'll have for you that you see here at the side with the different handicap levels are assumptions because they don't have as much data for amateur golfers at that different level. The tour pros, they have plenty of data, but this way you can measure yourself against a fellow 10 handicapper and see where you stand. Because for a tour player, it's 50-50 from 8 feet. That's not the same if you're a 10 or a 20 handicapper necessarily. So you can measure yourself against your particular handicap or measure yourself against a step up, maybe even a tour pro, to see how good your putting is. So enjoy the drills and I'll see you on the other side. Strokes gain clock drill variation number 1. For this one, we're going to pick a distance between 3 and 10 feet and hit 8 putts from that distance. It might be 5 feet, might be 9 feet. For this example, I'm going to hit 8 putts from 7 feet, all from the different spots on the clock. I'm going to hit 1 putt from 12 o'clock, 1 from 1:30, all the way around to 10:30, but not in that particular order. Just pick a place to start and then don't go next door for the very next putt. In a perfect world, go to the other side of the hole. That way we're not grooving our stroke based on a particular putt. We're not hitting back-to-back uphillers, not hitting back-to-back left to righters. I'm also getting some routine work on this, doing my normal routine of 1 practice stroke and my normal looks at the hole. And there's also a mental aspect to this drill. I want to be in the present on the golf course in that particular moment into that shot. Same thing in this drill. It's so easy to get to thinking about how I'm doing putting, how many putts I'm making, how many I'm missing. Well, I don't want that. So use the notes app on your phone, paper and pencil, whatever, to make a tally mark. Try to put that aside. We'll add it up at the very end. And the way I got the strokes gain if make all 8 putts number is, for a tour player from 7 feet, it's 0.43 to make a 7-footer. Multiply that by 8. There's my total number. In that case, I missed 1, and therefore my strokes gain was 2.44. Now, you got to remember, this is my home putting green. I've hit thousands of putts here, so of course I'm going to have pretty good scores in these drills. Well, on to the second variation. This one I like even better because we're going to hit putts from 8 different distances, 3 to 10 feet, hitting a putt from 3 feet, 4 feet, 5 feet, all the way up to 10 feet, not in that particular order. In this situation, I started at 8 feet, went to 6 feet, 3 feet. Now I'm hitting a 9-footer. Still doing the same thing. You're working your way around the clock, back and forth from side to side, going through your routine. Still that same mental aspect where you're really trying to be in the moment for this, each putt as you go about it. I don't want you going ahead or living in the past, thinking how many I've missed already. Oh, my strokes gain is going to be negative. I know that. We'll add it up at the very end. But the cool thing about this drill is so easy to score because we've already cemented that we're going to hit a putt from 3 feet, 4 feet, 5 feet, all the way up to 10 feet. So you add all those up, there is a specific make-all number, and you can use that number. You can base it on a Tour Pro or whatever your handicap might be. In this case, I missed 2 putts, so my strokes gained was 0.87. As you can see, the math is really not that complicated. I've got those handy charts for you there, and I know I'm a numbers guy, math major in college. I absolutely love the numbers, and so this is a drill that really works for me. I hope it can work for you because it can really help you understand how you're putting, whether it was a successful drill or not, and get away from the old traditional clock drill where you had to make X amount of putts in a row. I found myself getting frustrated there, and let's face it, on the golf course, I just want to make a lot of putts. I don't necessarily have to make a lot of putts in a row. I just want to make a bunch. So mark it down. The strokes gain putting clock drill will really help you gauge how you're putting. See you next time.